Hi, this is Ronnie again. Video. What I wanted to let you know about was this article has been published in the Sunday Express, but it's the Scottish Sunday Express, so you probably wouldn't. I don't think it's in the English version, but anyway, it says my diet bears musical fruit. So the idea, really, I've recorded this album and I'm releasing it, and I was looking for ways of kind of like promoting the album, and I guess I just thought it was a good idea to promote the fruit thing at the fruit diet at the same time. And so I sent out a message to different newspapers, and one of them got back to me and wanted to do this article. It's kind of a weird because it's right beside. Look what that looks like. Sheeran is bigger than Jesus. It's almost like you could confuse that with being like as if I'm Jesus. Isn't that weird? I'm not saying anyone's going to confuse that, but you kind of could if you didn't see that whole bit there. You'd be like, yeah, that's weird. There's also an online version for people that obviously aren't in Scotland. Let me find it. So it's a Sunday Express. You can probably just search for it and you'll find it. The name of the article is "Musician Reveals How This Diet Cured His Aching Joints," which is kind of interesting because the lady that interviewed me or phoned me up, she asked me about the benefits and stuff, and I mentioned the fact that I'd had pains in my joints and they'd went away, but that wasn't really the major thing that got me to do this diet or anything else. But I guess that's maybe of interest to people. That's the album cover there. And then at the end of the article, it's quite a good article, really. Most of it is just the interview. She pretty much just took bits out of our interview. There's some things that weren't exactly as I said it, but they weren't. She's not changed it in a bad way or anything, just different words. At the end of the article, it has a thing from a nutritionist. Her name is Leslie Reed. And she goes on to say, the difference between a raw food diet and a fruitarian diet is the lack of protein, as they are avoiding legumes, which are a major protein source for vegans. Which is a very confusing statement, because raw foodists wouldn't generally consume legumes, because legumes need to be cooked. So she says a raw food diet, fruitarian diet, legumes, vegans, it's all she says a whole load of different stuff there. So that's not an issue. Protein is not an issue. I don't know if I really need to make a video on this now, but I probably need to always continue to make videos on these topics. But protein is not an issue for vegans. It's not an issue for fruitarians. It would be more of an issue for people eating just cooked food, because they're cooking all of their food. Therefore, they're damaging all of their food. Therefore, they're damaging all of the protein that they're consuming, virtually. If you think that protein doesn't get damaged by boiling it, then what do you think happens to your skin when you put it into boiling water? Does it not get damaged? What about your hair? What about your, these are all protein as well. So, of course, protein gets damaged in the cooking process. Well, and she's also said something about adding in minerals for vitamin deficiencies. Supplements could prevent mineral or vitamin deficiencies, which can increase the risk of osteoporosis. That doesn't make sense either. It's kind of badly written, this part of it. It will be difficult to get the amount of protein the body needs on a daily basis. That's not true. That's not true. It's not correct. It won't be difficult. It won't be an issue in the slightest. So she added supplements. Supplements don't really work. I don't know if this is a news flash for anyone, but you know, like vitamin supplements and stuff, these things, they don't improve anyone's health at the very least. I don't know if they would cure a deficiency. I guess they would, a supplement, but I don't know if someone has an actual deficiency, which rarely ever happens or almost never happens nowadays in this country. I don't know if taking supplements is the answer. I don't know if the stuff that's on the shelf, the vitamins on the shelf, are what the doctors would prescribe. I'm not sure, but and minerals. Well, I'm not sure what minerals aren't in fruit that are in other foods. I'm not sure what she's particularly talking about. So it's the kind of typical comment you get, and that's fine. That's not a problem. But it's to me, it's a good thing. To me, it's overall, it's a bit of a win, even if nothing really comes of it, because it's got out there. The information's got out there more. People have read this. I think there's 35 to 40,000 people in Scotland get this newspaper. So a whole load of them will have seen it. Maybe they've not read it, but they'll have seen they might have seen a bit of it. And then online, I don't know how many people will see it online. Maybe not, maybe more, maybe not as many. I don't know. But it'll get some people thinking, and might make them investigate this further and so on. It's also good, me learning this process of getting, putting together a press release and sending it out and seeing what happens. And it's something I think that people in this community should start doing more of. And for example, that there, really I was trying to promote the album as much as anything. And I just thought that would be an interesting story, because if I'd just sent that I was releasing an album, that's not really interesting to people. So that's how I got. That's what I thought. I'd need to do something different for the publicity and whatever. So being on this diet and lifestyle, it does have its benefits. It has more benefits than just the health thing. Anything that's different or individual about you is going to help you get, can help you get some attention when you need it, or help be part of your story. Anyway, I'll put some links down below for this. What I'd like you to do or consider doing is commenting on the article and sharing it so that it gets shared a bit, and maybe it can go a bit more viral, get picked up by other sources or whatever, and maybe it'll get out there a bit more. I don't know exactly if that'll happen. I don't really know exactly where to post it apart from Reddit, Facebook. Send it maybe to some vegan groups and vegan magazines and stuff, vegan online sites or whatever. So we'll see. But yeah, please feel free to share it, read it, respond to it, put a comment below it, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. If you want to see more, subscribe, and if you want to ask a question, or you have any comments, leave your comments below, and otherwise I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.